rebuke every marine spirit. Don't touch my hair!
There was a girl in Lagos. A girl people feared quietly. Not because she was rude. Not because she fought. But because whenever she cried, someone else suffered. And whenever she smiled at you, your life changed overnight. The first time it happened, she was only 6 years old. Her name was Mira. Soft skin, big water-like eyes, and long black hair that reached almost to her waist. Not normal hair. The kind that looked wet even when dry. The kind that moved slightly, even when there was no wind. Mira's parents were poor before she was born. Very poor. Her father sold second-hand phone accessories under the hot Lagos sun. Her mother fried akara beside the road. Some days, they slept hungry. Then Mira was born. And suddenly, everything changed. Customers started rushing her father's shop. One man randomly gave him money to expand. Her mother's akara business exploded online after one food blogger posted it. They moved from one room face me I face you to a duplex in Lekki within 5 years. People started whispering, something is following that child. Have you seen her eyes? That girl is not ordinary. But her parents ignored everybody. To them, Mira was simply their blessing. One afternoon, their neighbor slapped Mira just because she mistakenly stepped on her son's shoe. Mira didn't fight back. She only stared at the woman, silent. Then she went inside the house and cried. That night, the woman's supermarket caught fire. Everything burned. No explanation. 3 days later, the same woman came back, crying, begging, holding gifts. As soon as Mira smiled at her again, her insurance company mysteriously paid double compensation. That was when people became afraid. After that, strange people started visiting the house. Politicians, businessmen, pastors, actors, even rich women from Abuja. They would pretend they came to greet Mira's parents. But really, they came to see her. Some brought gifts, gold bracelets, expensive wigs, perfumes. One senator's wife even knelt down before a 10-year-old Mira. Because after Mira hugged her once, she got pregnant after 13 years of barrenness. Nobody understood it. Not even Mira herself. By SS1, Mira became the most talked about girl in school. Not because she was the smartest. Actually, her grades were average. But everybody around her prospered. Students who sat beside her suddenly started passing exams. One girl's father won a contract after Mira braided her hair. Another student became a viral influencer after borrowing Mira's lip gloss. It was becoming too strange. And jealousy started growing. The thing people noticed most was her hair. Long, dark, beautiful, like black river silk. Girls in school secretly touched it for luck. Some teachers even complimented it too much. But Mira hated one thing. Nobody must touch her hair without permission. Nobody. Because anytime someone did, something inside her changed. Then came Miss Esther, the new CRS teacher. A deep church woman. Always praying. Always fasting. The moment she saw Mira, her smile disappeared. During class one day, she stopped teaching suddenly and stared at Mira. Long, uncomfortable silence filled the classroom. Then she whispered, "There's a spirit around this girl." The class laughed nervously. But Miss Esther didn't laugh. She kept staring, like she could see something nobody else could. 2 days later, during morning class, Miss Esther walked slowly toward Mira. The classroom became quiet. Mira was writing in her notebook peacefully. Then suddenly, Miss Esther placed her Bible on Mira's desk and touched her hair. Immediately, Mira froze. Then her head slowly lifted. Her eyes changed. Not fully human anymore. The classroom temperature dropped instantly. One boy at the back swore he heard water dripping inside the room. Miss Esther started praying loudly. I rebuke every marine spirit. Before she could finish, Mira grabbed her wrist. Hard. Too hard for a teenage girl. And shouted, Don't touch my hair. The windows burst open. Students screamed. Desks shook violently. One girl fainted immediately. Miss Esther trembled, but still shouted, You spirit! Leave this child. Then Mira stood up slowly and said something that froze everybody. In a calm voice. Not her normal voice. A deeper one. Why did you call me that? Dead silence. The principal rushed in. Students were crying. Some recording secretly. Miss Esther kept shouting that Mira was possessed. But there was no proof. No evidence. Just fear. The school management accused Miss Esther of traumatizing a student. Parents got angry. Especially because Mira's father donated heavily to the school. 3 days later, Miss Esther was fired. But before leaving, she looked at Mira one final time and whispered, They are looking for you already. They know you are awake. That night, for the first time in her life, Mira had a dream. She was standing inside deep water. And beneath her feet, something massive moved. Then a woman's voice echoed underwater. Come home, daughter. And suddenly, Mira woke up screaming. Because her bed was completely wet. As if she had slept inside the ocean. The night after the teacher touched Mira's hair, she woke up gasping for air. Not because she was drowning, but because her entire room smelled like the ocean. And her bed, soaked, as if somebody dragged it from the bottom of the sea. Mira sat up slowly, her heart pounding. Water dripped from her hair onto the mattress. Drip, drip, drip. But outside, everywhere was dry. No rain. No leaking roof. Nothing. Then suddenly, a whisper echoed inside her room. Not outside. Inside her head. She is changing. Mira froze. The voice sounded female. Ancient.
She's
Calm.
changing.
Dangerous.
Who's there?
She is waking up.
Waking up.
Immediately. All the water on the bed disappeared. Just like that. As if it was never there. After the classroom incident, school changed for Mira. Students avoided her quietly. If she entered the canteen, people shifted. If she walked past a group conversation, they lowered their voices. Some students even started calling her name secretly. Water girl. Mommy water. Marine queen. But nobody dared say it to her face. Because strange things kept happening around her. One boy mocked her hair publicly. That same evening, he got hit by a bike crossing the road. Another girl poured juice on Mira's chair intentionally. The next day, the girl's expensive iPhone fell inside gutter water and never came back on. Coincidence? Maybe. But people stopped testing her. Mira herself started noticing something was wrong. Sometimes while walking, she felt like her feet were sinking inside water. Even on dry ground. During assembly one morning, she looked down and almost screamed. For 1 second, the school floor looked like moving ocean waves. She blinked. Everything became normal again. At night, she started hearing distant singing. Soft feminine voices.
Come home.
Like people calling her from very far away.
Please leave me alone.
And every time she heard them, Her hair became damp. That was when Mira changed her appearance. No more free hair.
Please.
No more ponytails. She started covering her head with scarves, black silk wraps, hoodies, turbans, anything to hide her hair. People thought it was fashion. But Mira was hiding fear. Because anytime her hair stayed exposed too long, she felt stronger, different, and deep down, that scared her. One evening, a black Prado drove into their compound. Mira's grandmother stepped out slowly. Nobody invited her. Nobody even told her about the school incident. But the old woman came anyway. The moment Grandma saw Mira, her walking stick dropped. Silence. Everybody laughed nervously. But Grandma didn't laugh. She stared at Mira's eyes for a long time. Then whispered, "Oh God. She has grown already." That night, Grandma called Mira's parents privately. Her voice trembled. Every 3 days, pour coconut water on her head. And let her step on sea salt before sunrise. Mira's mother frowned. What kind of village thing is that? But Grandma became angry immediately. You want to lose her? The room went silent. Even Mira's father became uncomfortable. Then Grandma said something strange. Never let her stay close to the ocean for too long.
God,
especially at night.
child.
They listened. Every 3 days, Mira's mother secretly poured coconut water on her hair while she slept. Sea salt was kept beside her room. And slowly, the visions reduced. The singing stopped. The feeling of walking on water faded. Everything became calm again. Life continued. Her father's business kept growing steadily. Not billionaire rich. Just successful enough for people to envy them. Their Lekki home became bigger. More workers. More cars. More respect. But one thing never changed. Mira remained their only child. No matter how many hospitals they visited. Her mother never became pregnant again. By age 22, Mira had her first serious boyfriend. His name was Femi. Handsome. Popular. Always posting luxury lifestyle online. At first, he loved showing her off. Until one day, he traveled abroad for a student program. That was where he met another girl. A white girl. Rich. Beautiful. And suddenly, Femi changed. His calls reduced. His texts became cold. Then one night, he sent the message. I think we want different things. That was all. Just like that. Mira cried the entire night. Not out of anger. But because for the first time, she genuinely loved someone. And she let him go peacefully. 3 weeks later, Femi's father was arrested for fraud allegations. Their family lost almost everything online overnight. When Mira heard the news, she became terrified. Because she didn't hate him. So why did it happen?
Anything to his family. I didn't want all those things to happen. I know.
Mira focused on school. During her JAM CBT exams, she met 2 girls.
Blessing, this is Amara. I'm Mira, let's be friends.
This computer one frustrate me today. Maybe not because you know read. Enemy of progress. Finally. See how she talks. You sure say the right jam with us. We enter! Same school! Laughs in disbelief!
Months after writing JAM, Mira, Toke, and Amora all gained admission into the same university. Different departments. Same school. And somehow, that was where everything truly began.
Let's go to bed. Oh yeah, enter room now. Good night, babe.
No, not again.
Mira. Who are you?
You cannot keep hiding. Your grandparents was withdraw.
What are you talking about?
You belong to the water, and the water belongs to you. Go to the beach Leki, 10 o'clock. We will show you who you are.
Mira?
I see strange things around you. Sometimes when you sleep, I hear water moving. I don't think you're ordinary.
Leave me alone. I have to start dressing for school. Okay, ooh? Are you serious?
That's the water girl. Guy, avoid her big.
I'm so sorry.
You okay?
Yes, I am fine.
Can I walk you? I'm sorry this happened.
Yes, you can. Let's get these.
You always walk this fast?
Only when I'm trying not to die from embarrassment. Wait, Noah is smiling?
His name was Noah. Finally a student. Music producer. Campus bad boy. But unlike other guys, Noah was gentle with Mira. Too gentle. He bought her food during late classes. Waited outside lecture halls. Sent random voice notes just to hear her laugh. And for the first time in years, Mira felt normal. Not feared. Not worshipped. Just loved. But the dreams kept getting stronger. Every night, the woman called her. Come to the water. Come home. Finally.
Come to the water. Come home.
Why won't it stop?
Hello?
Please don't forget our date tonight.
Because she genuinely liked him. And for once, she wanted to feel like a normal girl. Not some strange mystery. So she turned back. And chose Noah instead. But that same night, while sitting across from Noah at a rooftop restaurant, Mira suddenly heard ocean waves.
You look
Loud.
happier tonight.
Inside her ears.
Maybe I'm trying.
Mira.
Then her glass cup started shaking by itself. 3 nights later, she finally went to the beach. Alone. 10 p.m. The beach was empty. Only moonlight, wind, and the sound of water. Mira stood near the shore trembling. Mira. I'm here. Nothing happened. Then suddenly, the ocean moved. Not normal waves. The water rose upward slowly. Like somebody was standing inside it. And then,
You are the princess of this water.
What? Your grandmother made the promise long ago. We are not taking you from your parents, but you belong to both worlds now. Every 7 days, you must return. You must learn our ways, the ways beneath the water.
I didn't ask for any of this! I didn't beg to be special!
You cannot reject what lives inside you.
I'm human!
You are more than human. And soon, everybody will know.
Mommy, what am I? Mommy, where did you take me from?
What happened? Please come. I will tell you everything.
What am I? What did you people do to me? Mira, please! Tell me the truth! All my life, everybody kept hiding things from me. Now some water spirit is calling me princess. What is happening to me? Your grandmother took us to the river.
She is the only one that can help you.
You seek a child.
Yes, please.
If we bless your womb, the child will belong to both worlds. She will become princess of the water, and your family will never know poverty again. We agree.
Months later, and I'm finally smiling.
You're glowing, my love.
I can't believe we're having a baby.
Our little miracle.
No. No. Mira, what happened? I don't want to belong to that family. I don't want this thing. I want to be free.
It's okay, Ria.
Mira returned to school differently. Quiet. Cold. Always crying secretly. For the first time in her life, she hated herself. She stopped answering Noah's calls. Stopped talking to her friends. Stopped going outside. Because now, she felt like she didn't belong anywhere. Not fully human. Not fully spirit. Just trapped between two worlds. But Noah refused to give up on her. One rainy evening, he found Mira sitting alone near the back of the faculty building, crying silently. Noah sat beside her quietly. You've been running away from me. Mira looked away. Mira, you won't understand. Then explain it to me. Silence. Then finally, Mira spoke. Everything. The dreams. The water. The spirits. The beach. The promise. Everything. She expected Noah to run away. To fear her. To call her crazy. But Noah only stared at her for a long time. Then smiled sadly. So all this time, you were carrying this alone. Mira started crying harder. You should leave me. I'm not normal. But Noah shook his head. Mira, I don't care where you came from. I care about who you are. And you're the kindest person I know. That same night, the water woman appeared again in Mira's dream. But this time, the ocean behind her was violent. Dark clouds covered the sky. The time has come. You must choose. Mira stood silently. You can fully belong to the water. And become what you were born to be. The sea behind her glowed brightly. Beautiful. Powerful. Eternal. Then the woman continued. Or, you can remain human. But if you choose humanity, you will lose the gifts, the favor, the protection, everything. Silence. Then she added softly. And you may never hear us again. The next evening, Mira went to the beach one final time. Alone. No makeup. No head wrap. Just herself. The ocean waves moved around her feet slowly. Waiting. The water woman appeared again. This time closer. What do you choose? Mira looked down at her reflection in the water. Then she remembered everything. Her parents. Her childhood. Her friends. Noah. The small happy moments she loved. And slowly, she smiled through tears. I choose my own life. The ocean became silent. Even the wind stopped moving. The water woman stared at her for a long time. Then unexpectedly, she smiled. Not angry. Not disappointed. Proud. Then live well, child of both worlds. The water woman stepped backward slowly into the sea. And as she disappeared, the ocean glow faded. Mira suddenly fell to her knees screaming. Because for the first time in her life, she felt ordinary. No voices. No power. No strange energy. Just silence. Human silence. And strangely, it felt peaceful. 3 years later, Mira graduated peacefully. No more strange incidents. No more fear. She started a small baking business in Lagos. A real one this time. And Noah stayed beside her through everything. Eventually, he proposed.
I choose you.
Simple. Private.
Yes.
Beautiful. And on their wedding day, something happened. Just once. As Mira stood beside Noah smiling, a soft ocean breeze passed through the hall. Even though every window was closed. And somewhere far away, very far away, she heard a familiar voice whisper softly. You were always meant for love. People still say strange things happen around Mira sometimes. Businesses grow after meeting her. Bad people avoid her naturally. And whenever she visits the beach, the water moves strangely close to her feet. Maybe the spirits never truly left. Or maybe some destinies can never fully disappear. But one thing became certain. Mira was no longer afraid of herself. Because in the end, she finally chose who she wanted to become. And somewhere beneath the deep blue water, the ocean still remembers its princess.